Welcome, welcome, welcome once again. Beat making with Brother L. Monday's edition. I'd like to welcome you far and near, because we're on the World Wide Web. That's very clear. Yeah. All right, y'all. Welcome. I like to get things started with and warmed up with a simple kind of performance of some of the things that we've learned thus far. Plus, it helps me to get in the mood of our collaborative exchange of beat making. So, yeah, if you're out there, I'd like to know something. I'd like to know in the chat what's some of the most interesting tools to create within GarageBand that we could explore a little bit further. Okay, that's one thing. And while we're doing that, I want to travel back to Friday, because one thing that we haven't spent much time on is arranging, editing, arranging. Now, we create things as we go, right? Remember, that's one of my favorite things, arranging, editing, arranging. You keep reworking your piece, right? Okay? So, I believe the piece Friday, let's figure it out. I think it was this one. Was it? Yeah. Let's look at the arrangement page. Yeah, that was the piece, but that's not what I wanted to do with that. I wanted to duplicate that section there. Anyway, let's go back into it and listen to it once again. Oh, by the way, I named this one the G Riot. Yeah, for my man Marvin. Old school Chicago hip hop, true school, I should say. Yeah, that's how it goes. Now this is the arrangement thus far. I use that little flutter pattern to transition into the next. And now we bring the bass, adding the body in. It continues to build. Another layer, another synth layer up under there. That probably should be out. Delete. Kind of feel incomplete, right? Because it goes right back to the intro. So this is the whole thing of arranging. Arranging is how you want to present your idea to people. You know, how does the story read? What is the conversation? What are you thinking about while actually engaging with the music and the idea that you're trying to convey? These things can be addressed in your arrangement. And, well, guitar, I'm sorry, I said guitar. GarageBand has a real interesting way of handling arrangement. Okay, so to access the hidden features of arrangement, we already know we hit this plus right here, okay? And we can have sections of tracks or so. We created an intro section right here, that's A. And as you can see on your own iPad, if you look a little closely in the timeline marker, you'll see A, B, C, D, E, and so on and so forth, depending on, you know, how vast your arrangement is, right? So we can move these things around at will, okay? I duplicated section D and changed something so it became section E, okay? Now, I'm feeling like typical song structure has like a few things in it, right? It has introduction, and then you know, bring your idea in. So introductions normally last maybe like 4 to 8 bars, you know. Could be longer, depending on if there's a melodic component that ties into the next part of the song, which could be the verse. Or you could have an intro into the chorus. See, there's no set way that songs have to exist. No set, like, it's art, right? But the idea has to be clear within you. What are you trying to do? In this particular piece, I kind of want things to build up where all the instruments are in, they vibe, and then we drop down to nothing, and then bang them back in, you know, get them back in, right? So to do that, we need to build this out a little bit more, okay? So at current level, we have, let's see, 20 bars, okay? And then on these 20 bars, what we're going to do is expand. So we got here. Everything's in. That's feeling like a chorus. So, after that, let's figure out what we want to go to. I'm thinking this is good to go to. So, after the E section, we'll bring that in. we'll bring in B and C. So let's do that. So after this, so what we want to do is we want to duplicate B, and then we want to duplicate C. Okay. Now to get back out, edit in all songs. Just do it. Let's see here. Just checking. And was a slight technical difficulty. I'm wondering, are we still online? Just give me confirmation if we're still online. Really quick, let's address that one moment. Just checking. There's something here that's going on. Okay. Yeah, it looks like we got kicked out. Or are we? It's hard for me to tell the way I have this set up. Can I get confirmation for some of the class? Yeah, looks like we got kicked out. Okay. I guess we're not. Let's do this. Okay. So we're back into the arrangement. And then we're here. Apologize for that. Working on the arrangement. Intro. Now into the verse. Eight bars of this. Into the next section. Right? So I'm feeling like I want to extend this C portion. So let's go back over here. Let's go to the C portion and duplicate. Change to H. But what we want to do is we want to edit. We want to take this C, this H, put it right there. Now we got a little bit more of the arrangement section. Okay. So now we got essentially 12 bars of a verse. Going in one. And then the end's coming out. So let's take this B and duplicate it too. All right? B section, not just that one track. So B, it's going to duplicate. Let's bring it. Let's change it to I. So we're going to bring that to where the B section is. Yeah. Okay. Right after. Okay. There we go. And now all sections come to form. So we got 2 here. We got 2 of those. And then we got essentially the DE section is the chorus. And then we're gonna go back to the verse. But slightly different. Now really D and E is the chorus aspect, right? And we're gonna build that out even further. Cool. You see how like the energies change, right? A little slower, like. I think I want 2 Fs, 2 of these. So let's go in. One more right here says what says F. I want to duplicate, and then I want to bring it right next to the other F. Oops. So edit. And you can grab the little handlebar, and boom. And then go back to done, all sections. Cool. Now you know you can hit play, or you can double click within the timeline where you want it to play. One more of those G's. One more G, so we're gonna go in. That G section, let's duplicate it. Bring it back out, all sections. Unless we're going from there. Now, I think we're onto something. So we could play it out, but it goes from lightly sprinkled, right? I think I want to drop out after the chorus. I want to drop out our percussionist, Isabella. Now we can start working within the actual piece itself. We can start cutting and pasting within the actual arrangement. So I want to get rid of that. Because I want it after the chorus to signify that like things have dropped out, and then now the feel is in for maybe like, you know, the vocalist to do whatever they want. Right? You getting it? You see where I'm going? Then I should go back to C. Oops, trying to pull it in there just to show you how I was envisioning it. All while we can work on some of the sonics of this too, right? Percussion's a little bit loud. You can bring it down. I want to round this bass off a little bit more. What I mean by that, the sonic texture of it, I want to give it a little bit more bottom. So how I would do that is that I go into the little control panel, settings, and I'm going to bump up the bass on it. It's coming back in, so let's listen to it. point compression. Right. I'm vibing with that. And here's something else that can happen, right? So we got all of these things happening. Let's pull this out and make our arrangement a little bit easier to see. Okay. We've changed a couple of loops into almost an entire song. This kind of like, I would consider this almost half a song. Let's see here. Let's add, just to be even, right? Let's just make it 4 bars, 8 bars, right? So let's go in here and duplicate this section A, duplicate, and now it's called L, edit, drag it back in. Cool. Now we're going from, and we can play all sections, so it's gonna actually come back in. Right? And that might not even need to be there. Let's delete it. Signify change. We open the doors for a whole new situation. Vocalist is singing, introducing, or rapping, or just vibing out. Whatever they're doing on this next 4 bars. Right? They're singing, rapping, and dancing. And now they really into the groove here because we introduced that bass. Changing the texture. Right? The bass drives. Dum, dum. I needed to pause. How can I do that? Down, down. Let's go in here and figure out a way to cut some of this. We can actually probably just pull it back. Click, pull it back. Let's see what this sounds like. I want to create a dramatic pause. Let's see if it works. Right, you see what I mean? Now we into the chorus. This second verse area needs something to happen for me. Any thoughts? Before it returns, right? Now, essentially, that portion would be right here, if you can see. So that's why I had that dramatic pause, and then I'm thinking it'll return there to the chorus aspect, right? But what do you think? See, we got 8 bars of an intro-ish thing. We got 16 bars, 4, 4, 4, 4, 16 bars of a verse. We got 8 bars of a chorus. That's our chorus. And then we start our verse again, right? Another 16. So we need to copy C and H and put it there. Okay, let's do it. Let's just copy C and H. Copy C, duplicate, and then H, duplicate. That became M and N, and it deposited where we need it to go. So let's go back to all sections so we can see the song. Click out of there. And as you notice, it actually took that dramatic pause too, right? So it just made a literal copy, all right? Now from a few tracks, we got almost 3/4 of a song. We got 2 verses, 2 chorus, and an intro, right? You know, at this point, we could figure out how we want to do a refrain or end the song, okay? And it's a good time to think about song structure, right? So if you're creating an idea within GarageBand, we got all these different controls. We got the editing, situation here where we can actually duplicate tracks, right? We can duplicate these tracks. Remember, they give them a name, right? It is a little confusing. I will address that. That if we could only copy the names of sections that we want, okay? I don't believe it gives you a, let's see it, yeah. You can't name it. That's unfortunate, because if you were able to name it a bit, I think it would be a little bit more clear, and then you could just copy those names, like, okay, intro. But I think what they're doing, because this is like, iOS format, and then, it's in your pocket, it's in your phone, they're trying to simplify the idea of arranging, right? Okay, so we've really tooled this quite a bit. We've made some general tracks more of a song, okay? Let's mix it a little bit, and I kind of want to add a bit of, I want to add another piece in this chorus, I'm not sure what it should be. Something that, let's go back to D. That's where our chorus starts. Let's go to D. Let's find us an instrument that'll help us out. Because I think we need something. Something just a little bit different, because it comes into the chorus. Just a thought. Maybe some sound effects. So we can find some sound effects, some transition effects within our sequencer. I'm sorry, not our sequencer. What is this? It's called our synthesizer. What am I saying? All right. Soundscapes. It's got some noises. Okay. These are some transition effects. Let's listen to these. Wait a minute, cymbal swell. That could be interesting. That could be quite interesting. Let's see. But let's do it in the manner of how the song plays, because I think it'll be easier to figure out if it sounds good. All right. So let's bring it in there. It's definitely loud. Go. That's not bad. That's not bad how it goes. Okay, let's figure it out. Let's play it in there. Just as we come out of our chorus. Right? These last 4 bars. And then we should go shh, Come in. Okay, I recorded it in. Let's get back to our arrangement. Boom. Just that little slice. I want to edit it. I feel like it was a bit late. So to edit, we can go in and find that note. There's the notes. Let's listen to it. Doesn't appear that it recorded. That's okay, we'll try again. Sometimes that does happen. Let's just check. It appears that it recorded. But it's not there. Well, let's see if it's sounding. Okay, that's a mystery. I played it in twice. It's not here. I did hit record. Maybe sometimes you just gotta go with the flow. Maybe that's not the sound for us. It's okay. Let's just try something else. That was cymbal swell. Now, these are transition effects, going from one section of a song to another, just to kind of announce that we're coming, right? Okay, you could do it in so many different ways. They've helped you out by organizing these in a manner that makes sense. But we're creatives. We don't need anyone to tell us what a transition effect is. We can make our own transition effect by basically our arrangement and what we play. We can signify that something else is happening just by what we play and how we play and use of our dynamics, right? Okay, let's find something. Ooh, interesting. What's this autoplay? That sounds really interesting. Let's see some. I'm vibing with that. Let's see if it recorded. Okay, mystery meat. It didn't record at all. That's interesting. That might mean, cause there, yeah, it did. It did. Okay. Ooh, I was gonna say, what's going on over here? Mystery, history. All right, let's try it. Okay, we want to bring that in right here. Let's try it. Copy. Now to copy this piece, we could do it in various ways. I'd like to see what it sounds like in our chorus area. So I'm going to paste now. Let's see. Yeah. Yes. So I've determined I like it there and I like it right before the chorus. Okay. Let's just make sure our pullout, you see how I've lined it up? If you zoom on in, now let's check it out. Because everything must stop. This needs to stop too. Let's try it. And we probably should do percussion. Now we're getting down to the groove, the nitty gritty of a song structure. You see how we keep tooling this? Arranging, editing, arranging. Considering you're looking over my shoulder, you got any questions? Because I can't really answer why the first time I played the synthesizer and the second time I played it, it didn't register as far as the sequence. Can't explain that. There are some anomalies, you know, and the best way to handle that, I'll tell you that much. If GarageBand is doing something weird, because, you know, these are programs and you load them and you play with them and then you got stuff for stuck in buffers and blah, 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 I would just go and save my work. I'm going to, let's just automatically save, but let's just say if you didn't, name it, okay, done. And I would restart my iPad and then I would load GarageBand again. And then I would continue. Because sometimes that helps to clear everything out, Yeah, it happens, you know. These systems aren't perfect, but you are, because everything you do is well within time. Okay. All right. I'm gonna add some of my cool effects. I think now let's add a final chorus, DE. Yeah, let's do that. D, duplicate, E, duplicate. Now, let's see here. All sections. And then we're going to end this piece. That is the doorbell. And it appears to be a package. Let's just see if they'll go away. Pause for one moment, gang. While we're doing this, yeah, I want you to add my social media. I think this is the, well, I actually know what it is. This is the washing repair man. I'll be right back, gang. Give me like a few moments. All right, gang. I'm busy. This is back, baby. Brother L's back. So dig. My washing machine is locked up. So they said that it's not even worth fixing. So Brother L will be buying a new washing machine so he can stay clean. Sorry for the interruptions. They said they were going to come between 1 and 4. And yeah, I guess they did. I'm digging it. I'm gonna put a little effects on it as I go through it. Yeah. I'm gonna take it backwards as it goes into the second half of the verse. Yeah. We keeping it funky. Yeah. I'm liking it. Right. See? Pause. And the chorus is going on, and we're going now. Right. And that's our song. Now we can share it with someone. We save it. Click and hold. You hit share. And then song. I'm really vibing with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it to an uncompressed wave. Because I think at this point, I consider it a pretty complete idea. Share. And then we can go into however we want to save the song. I can save it right into Dropbox, or I can hit AirDrop because I got other devices here that are ready to accept the song. Okay? Now, let's go into something new. Or should I say something different? Because nothing is new because we've introduced quite a few topics. Okay? Yes. Let's talk about how you can use the step programmer to do various things. There we go. Beat sequencer. You see that? GarageBand, just hung up. I said, no, we can't, we're not doing anything with you, Brother L. Let's delete that one. Let's try again. Let's go into our beat sequencer. Let's hopefully that it'll work. Yeah, boom. Like I say, glitches happen. And this is a new iPad. This is an iPad Pro. There's plenty of room, RAM. So it should be very capable of handling whatever. I want to start with a tempo of 117. Okay. And I want to find something that makes me feel. That's the 808, right? This is a way of really quick composing your ideas. But I don't want 808. What sounds do we like? Ooh, that's interesting. Some of these you have to have your headphones on to really hear what they sound like. Solaris. Sounds cool. Okay. Let's play with the velocity. Let's play with the chance. Oh no, let's play with no repeat. You hear that? Divide it up 2 times, listen. Right? Divide it up 3. Divide it up 4. I like 3. Okay, but let's change the chance. We don't want that to happen all the time. Let's just happen 39% of the time. All right? Even less. There we go. What's this sound like? Now let's get on to step program some more. Change velocity. Boom, boom. Same. Chance. I'm liking that. Back to step. Velocity down. Chance. Now we record it in. It's in, but I want to change this to 4 bars because I like working in 4-bar sections. Remember I told you that, but it's still good. Now let's keep it going. Now we could add, let's add like a sequenced bass, but let's do that from our synthesizer. Let's go to bass, arpeggiated bass. But let's do it from the bass. choose a key that we want to work in. Let's choose the key of A minor. Okay, choosing the key of A minor. I think I did. Yeah, there we go. Now let's go to scale. You see that it changed? But that's not the bass we want. I like that a lot. But let's go back to, let's find us the sequence bass version, right? Right here. Let me show you something that you can do with this bass. You can change the instrument. We can change it to sequence bass. Now watch this. You don't hear anything, right? So let's put this in now. Let's try that out. Let's start with that note. Add a new instrument. Go back to my favorite, another synthesizer. Let's go to the arpeggiated pieces. Five, six, seven, eight. Now let's add some more. Maybe more synthesizer. Because there's just so many different vast instruments that you can utilize here. That's it. Right. Alright, we're gonna do it again. Gotta get the right touch, because remember, it's like touching. Let's try it again. Wrong note. I like what I played note-wise, but I wanted it to be louder, and it wasn't. So I got to play it again. Right, now let's listen. Back to our original bass synthesizer. Let's go back to it that we had from the beginning. Double click. Bring our arrangement in. It's a little loud. A little loud. It's got to be like a texture. Not bad, but we can do better, right? Let's try it again. I'm digging that, but I need to go back to that first instrument here. There's something happening here that's quite not right. Let's get to the control. That's the cutoff. What happens if I go all the way? A lot of delay on that. Sounding a little bored, sounding cool. Alright, there we go. That's cool. Add a little percussion. Oh no, strings. Let's try some strings today. I got it. Fine. It goes. So I gotta start right there. last note didn't stay. And then I did hit it with a delay. It's something that I have noticed because of the algorithm, when you hit, there's a delay. So when I'm playing, I want immediate gratification, but sometimes because of the way they're trying to get this instrument to sound, like the actual strumming of it, they need to give you some delay so that the actual notes can hit and and resonate at the right time to simulate someone playing on the string. I get it, but sometimes that means that you got to trick up your performance and how you actually engage and record things in. So let's go. Yeah, you see I'm hitting it and it doesn't do anything, right? So it's a little complicated sometimes. Just gonna try one finger. That's cool. Now I want to double that with like a some kind of bell sound. Let's find one. Dun 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 dun. Okay. D minor, A minor, E minor. Remember that. Bell sounds. So lots of bell sounds in the synthesizer. Let's find some. Get back to our scale. Let's find the bells. Mallets? Does that sound cool? Let's play it. That's it for me. I like that for some reason. That was almost it. You hit it. The last note. That's it. We'll do it one more time. Now I'm layering these notes to build up an interesting texture. Let's see here. Now we need a little bit of my favorite. We need some percussion in there. Let's find some percussion. we're gonna add our own drums. That's dope. I like that. Let's add some more drums. We got that in? Let's add our own. Scientific method? What's that? Let's go to electronic. Try it out, see how it sounds fine. I want to quantize. All of our pieces together and see if we can get a total picture of what's happening. Okay, so let's review. We went deeper in the controls. We didn't get much into arranging, arranging, but we did edit certain things. We talked about mixing, right? And the importance of how all of these elements come together, you know, because it's just not one thing. And this is your mixing interface right here. You have control of volume, that's obvious. You can mute, you could solo, okay? Then, if you're on a particular track, you can access different features of that track. So to do so, the mixing panel, you got track settings. You can set quantization, right? You can set how it records, merge recordings off, multi-tape recordings off, okay? I'll get into that later. That's actually a little bit more complicated in the sense that that's when you're utilizing when you're utilizing GarageBand to control other sequencing instruments, okay? And right now we're just using all of the native features of GarageBand without any external keyboards or control. We're doing that for numerous reasons, but one, it's easier and it's accessible for most people, okay? And we got effects sections, various types of delay, which they call echo, same thing. Delay is a copy, a repeat of a signal. How many times you repeat it is the feedback. And then another control in the delay is the time of what happens during that delay, how fast, fast, or long. And how long it goes, like I told you, was the feedback. Feedback. And if you have so much feedback, feedback will be reintroduced and what'll happen? It will become very sonically interesting. But feedback is good. And I think that's a good place to end. I like to have some feedback of what's going on here, and I'm happy to share some of these tools with you. And I'll see you on Wednesday. All right? Peace. And enjoy some of the sun. Stick your head out, but don't go too far. And remember, stay a safe distance away because you're helping everyone, including yourself. One love. Peace.